It's my birthday. It's my birthday. I'm a year older, but am I really wiser? Hey guys, it's Jess from Shestheposh. Welcome back, and today it's my birthday officially, and I'm turning 36 years young, and I thought it would be really fun to do a get to know you video where I just give you 36 random facts about me. They come in no particular order, they're all in good fun, and basically you guys get to laugh with me because some of these are just fun and ridiculous. I usually make videos every Wednesday and Sunday. They're all designer and fashion related. I never people price for any of these pieces. I love to share with you all my tips and tricks. If that's something you're into, please remember to subscribe below and ring that bell. Okay, let's get started. So let's have some laughs, get yourself a beverage, get all cozy, and let's get started with some random facts about me. First is my son and I actually share this same birthday. He was born on my birthday, and actually his due date was also my birthday. So the most amazing birthday present I've ever gotten is my son. My favorite animal is a shark, and my favorite shark is the goblin shark. It's ugly, but it's awesome, and don't ask me why. I've always loved sharks. I actually went to school. My bachelor's is in mathematics, but I work in marketing. Go figure. I love reading books. I love reading books, but I absolutely love the smell of books and like going into libraries and bookstores. So I don't do ebooks, even though, you know, it would just probably be so much easier. I love having a book in my hand, and then I can pass that book on to somebody else. Like, that's one of my favorite things to do. The first handbag I ever got was the Speedy 25, and I got it for myself because I had paid off my student loans. It was my gift to myself. That was actually one of my goals before I started my collection, was to have all my student loans paid off. I was never really popular in high school, but somehow people knew who I was. Actually won most dramatic in high school, go figure. And that's kind of funny because I'm actually really naturally a shy person, and not this outgoing person that I seem to be. So it's actually something I struggle with every day. I actually have amazing intuition. I just kind of sense things. I can sense when things aren't going to go right, or I always kind of trust that gut. Like if I don't like somebody or I don't like a situation, I always trust my gut and I get out of there. I'm a very religious person, but I don't go to church, which is kind of weird for my own reasons. But I actually dream about my grandmother, and I believe that I'm actually really talking to her because I think dreams are the telephone to heaven. And when I do pray to God, I talk to him like he's my best friend. Like I don't do any of the fancy prayers. I'm just like, hey God, what's up? Thank you so much for this or whatever. I always like to say like little prayers. And I also do it for people when I'm passing vehicles on the road and they're broken down. I always say a little prayer for those people that they get home safely, that they can afford the repair, and it doesn't ruin their day, their week, their month, nor their year. I don't really have a bad temper. Like I don't yell or scream, but I do get really one of my triggers if someone disrespects like my family, if they call someone out of their name. I absolutely hate that. My first job out of college was actually working for a lumber company, and I'm like the girliest girl you will meet, but I actually did really well, and I ended up moving up pretty fast in the company. I am afraid of spiders and bugs, especially because I had a really bad reaction to a spider bite when I was at camp. I got bit by spiders and broke out all over my body. I am really good with money. Don't ask me why, but I'm really good with money. I've had it. You wouldn't think that with, shopping and all that stuff you see on my channel, but always have money in savings. I've always been good at it ever since I was a little girl. I've actually got every job that I've ever interviewed for that I have wanted, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, I guess I must sell myself pretty well. I used to collect, before I collected handbags, I used to collect Barbies up until I was in college. Like the special edition Barbies. Like one of the ones I still have that I'm really proud of was the Vitamin and Vegemin I Love Lucy one. Speaking of Lucy, I love the Lucy show. Like, I remember when my son was first born, it's on at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'd be with my son and I put some I Love Lucy on. I am an absolute terrible speller. Like, spell check cannot even save me sometimes. So my guilty pleasure is I really love watching like the Housewives on television. That's my guilty pleasure. I love it for the fashion as well as the drama. When I was younger and I had to stay home from school, I used to love watching talk shows because it made me feel so much better about myself. I'm like, my teenage angst is not as bad as these people right here. I absolutely love, if you've seen from my channel, I love buying vintage pieces, vintage clothing, all that stuff, because I really feel like I get the energy, the positive energy from the beautiful women that have had that piece before me. I love watching things like, you know, have my guilty pleasure of Housewives, but then I love watching like science and space and nerd shows and history shows. Like, I've been on a huge documentary kick. Like, I've been Netflixing some documentaries and I absolutely love it. I have one tattoo that I have with my sister, but I do want to get more. There's 2 tattoos that I have been thinking about. I just don't know where I want to put them, but I think I have 2 more in my future. And what's really weird is people seem to open up to me like very fast, like very early. They'll just meet me and then they'll give me their whole life story, which is crazy. Like, I mean, I appreciate that they have that faith in me, but it's just something that's always happened to me. Speaking of that, I'm actually a really good secret keeper. If you have a secret and you don't want anyone to know and you tell me you don't want anyone to know, girlfriend will take that to the grave. I am really allergic to Lysol, like the cleaner. It is, I know it's everywhere, and if I come into contact with it, like, I will break out into a rash. But when I was a little girl, I used to break out with a rash all over and I would be having hives forever. I'm also not very good at sports. I was never very good at sports. But I did dance, so I love doing dance and I have rhythm and I can sing, but the whole sports thing, it was just not for me. I actually broke my collarbone hanging upside down because I was, again, trying to do flips and off my swing set, and it had just rained and your girlfriend's clumsy, and I fell down and I broke my collarbone. I have never seen my dad run so fast in all his life. Like, he like leaped over our balcony and ran to me. It was pretty impressive. At first I thought maybe my dad is like a superhero. And a funny thing, that speaking of my dad, that he always says to me is like, you can't do something with me once without it becoming a tradition. He's always like, don't prepare to do anything with Jess unless you want it to become a damn tradition. It's what he always says about me. But yeah, I love making memories. That's my love language, quality time. I do have a little bit of a problem with swearing. I've been working really hard on it, especially since I got a 3-year-old. I have a little bit of a potty mouth, unfortunately. I absolutely love, as you see from my channel, renting clothes. A lot of my clothes I actually rent, so I have a revolving wardrobe and I absolutely love it. And actually, I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm pretty witty. And if you're ever around me and we're hanging out talking, I'm pretty good at turning something around and making a good joke and it gets you laughing. Like, seriously, you can't be around me without like smiling or laughing. It's just virtually impossible. I actually suffer from insomnia. Like, I have a problem with insomnia and anxiety a little bit. So I understand now how like sleep torture is a thing, because when you realize you've been up for 3 days and you can't sleep, it sucks. All right, guys, I think I reached 36. I didn't realize how, hopefully this isn't super long because that's like, you know, a lot of things, but I hope you got to know a little bit more about me. I'm calling this like the birthday tag. So I'm encouraging other people, YouTubers, or just like, you know, my friends, family, anyone that's watching this, when it's your birthday, just go on Facebook and type out as many random facts for you as it is your birthday. And those people turning 50, you know you've been doing some things. You know you've been doing some things and you have some fun stories. So come and share those with us and let's have some laughs together. And as always, I thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you again. Bye, guys.